Charity Paces, which provides specialist education for children with disabilities and cerebral palsy in particular, has announced plans for a brand new centre at Waverly, just off the Parkway in Sheffield. They're currently based at High Green in Sheffield. They need to raise £3.5 million to make it happen. Dr. Spencer Pitfield is the Chief Executive of Paces in Sheffield. Good afternoon to you, Spencer.
Good afternoon, Howie. How are you?
I'm very well, and hope you are as well at this
good,
interesting
thank you.
time. Tell us about these plans then, and what you're aiming to do.
Yes, so Howie, as you've said, we have worked very hard over the last couple of years to secure an excellent location, which is, as you say, at the Waverly estate off the Sheffield Parkway, for our new home for Paces. And what we're hoping to do is to deliver a bigger school so that we can help many more young people in Paces School, and also an adult provision, a day provision for our adults, and an overnight assisted living provision, which would be a new facility for us for 10 children and 10 adults. So we have big plans to expand.
I need to raise £3.5 million. There's another £12.5 million which is needed. Where's that coming from?
Yes, well, we've had really good contact with social lenders, and they're very supportive. They've obviously looked at our business plan, and they know that the plan stacks up and that we could achieve that. So social lenders like Triodos Bank and the Charity and Unity Bank have offered to support us. But of course, Howie, as you said at the outset of this, if we don't secure the £3.5 million, then obviously we won't secure the other social lending.
What will the new centre provide that the current facilities don't?
Well, we're very grateful to be at the Paces campus in High Green, but the reality, Howie, is that the facility is outdated. It's the old secondary school in High Green. We have leaking roofs, we have asbestos in places, and I'm sure your listeners would agree that our children and our adults really deserve the very best facilities. So I think as a great start, we'd have brand new facilities so that we could offer the simply fantastic conductive education that our school and our adult provision gives.
Now, you've chosen Waverly as the new premises base.
Yes.
Why?
Well, it's a perfect location, Howie, and it's, as your listeners know, it's just off Junction 33, so on the M1. We have young people and adults who come from all over our region, from as far north as Leeds and into the east of Yorkshire and North Derbyshire, and so we wanted a location that was easily accessible, and this is simply a perfect location. And we're very pleased to be working with Harworth, who is the owner and developer of Waverly, and they're helping us achieve our dreams for this new facility.
So the £3.5 million you're hoping to raise, how are you going to raise it?
Well, yes, it's a lot of money, Howie, and if you don't start with a dream, perhaps you can not succeed in that dream. So we're raising it through different ways. Obviously, things like the 2.6 charity challenge, which we're doing at the moment, which brings in small amounts of money. But clearly, we will need big corporate support, and we'll also need generous organisations across the country to come in and support us. I really do believe, though, Howie, that our facility is urgently needed. It will have a state-of-the-art hydro facility for young people and our adults, and I, with the support of Sheffield Local Authority and Rotherham and other good people, I know we can get the £3.5 million in.
Well, Colin Harris's grandson Riley has benefited from attending Paces, and he's supporting this fundraising appeal as well. Good afternoon to you, Colin.
Good afternoon, Harry.
So tell us a bit about Riley then. How's the centre helped him?
Well, Riley's 8 years old. He's been at Paces for 5 years now. When Riley was assessed at Paces all these years ago, Riley, because of his condition, couldn't even sit up. And prior to him starting at Paces, his therapists wanted permission to order an electric wheelchair, and we as a family declined. And here we are 5 years later. Riley can now walk aided in a walker, and he has a self-propelled wheelchair. So that's been a significant development physically. His cognitive development also at the school has been phenomenal. A lot of his consultants refer to him as an enigma.
Stunning by the sounds of things that the progress is made. What do you think of the plans then for this new centre at Waverly?
Well, we'd like it tomorrow. Fantastic plans. As Spencer has said, it will make such a difference to all of those children that currently can't access conductive education. I mean, I don't worry about the children that go to Paces. I worry about all the children that can't access this fantastic facility. And, having the hydro pool there, these children, when they're in the water, they're reacting like every other child in the water. And at the moment, to take them to a swimming pool is a major, major operation. It's just little things like that will make a big difference to them.
How do you think you can help them raise this £3.5 million then, Colin?
Well, I'd like to give you an example of a young man named Lenny. He's 8 years old, and he attends Paces. And Lenny is a fantastic piano keyboard player. He can't read music, but he plays by ear. And Lenny, for £10, is learning a new tune. Anyone that donates £10 on Just Giving, Lenny's Tunes, he will learn a new tune and play it for you. Now, Lenny has set out to raise £750. He's already raised £880. That's the kind of thing that's going on, and that's just from the pupils. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's a delight talking to you, Colin. It's just to speak to Spencer one more time. So, I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? Colin's told about Riley. There's also other efforts that are going through to raise this money for you. It sounds a very special centre you have there.
It's an thing, Howie, I can't begin to tell you and your listeners what an incredibly special place Paces is. And I think, what Colin just referred to, Riley's progress, but also the progress of all of the young people and our adults. It is a simply incredible place. And clearly, if people would like to come behind us and support our dream for this new facility, we'd be so very grateful.
It's a delight speaking to both of you. Thank you so much for your time. Dr. Spencer Pitfield, Chief Executive of Paces in Sheffield. And Colin Harris, his grandson Riley, goes to the centre.